You know you're in the best hospital in this town. And you're going to be up and out of here really soon.
I don't know how I could have missed that ball. I mean, it wasn't going so fast. I didn't see it right.
Well, Bob feels really bad about it. You know that.
It isn't his fault. I mean, he didn't throw it at my head. I should have caught it. He'll think I'm a no-good ball player. He won't want me on his team.
Who's not gonna let who play on what team? You can play on my team anytime you want, kid. How are you at playing neurology?
I don't know.
Well, maybe you better stick to baseball. How you feeling, Tiger?
Not so bad. My head still hurts. It'll go away.
Your head? That's a bad idea.
Oh.
Hey, listen, I hope you didn't expect to rest while you were at the hospital because we put our patients to work immediately. Now, this is the home house menu. Now, the general idea is for you to study it carefully and then check off each piece of food that you want to eat tomorrow. You think you can do that?
Sure.
What is it? Are your eyes bothering you, Angel?
Yeah, my head hurts. It's blurry when I read.
Is this usual?
Oh, don't worry, that doesn't have to mean anything.
Here, Alicia, you read. I can't.
Sure, I'll read it for you.
Well, if you'll excuse me, contemplation of Riverside Hospital's culinary offerings is a little more than I can manage at this hour.
What?
The scrambled eggs.
I don't know why everybody makes fun of the food here. I mean, it's not so bad, especially the ice cream.
Okay, that settles it. You're going to have ice cream for lunch and ice cream for dinner. What else? They have meatloaf and rice or chicken and dumplings.
Chicken, I guess.
Yeah, you have enough meatloaf at home, huh? How about some spinach or string beans?
I don't know, Alicia. Why don't you pick it out yourself? I don't feel so good.
Now, look, Angel, you listen to me. You are going to feel good really soon. I promise you. Dr. Ryan is going to take very, very good care of you.
Alicia, I just heard about your brother. Bobby is very upset. I've never seen him like that. I don't really know what's wrong with Angel. I'm not quite clear on that at all.
They say that it's a subdural hematoma. There's bleeding inside his brain.
Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry.
Why, it may not be that. I don't know. They don't know. It's just that he's so sick, you know, and he keeps having these convulsions.
I'm sorry. Look, I know you're worried sick about this, but if it'll make you feel any better, my husband is a wonderful doctor. You know, he's so smart sometimes, he just spins me around. Angel is in very good hands, I promise you.
Greetings, ladies.
Dr. Coleridge.
Hi.
Delia?
Delia, I was just wondering, you said that Dr. Coleridge was a friend of yours, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, we're old acquaintances.
I don't like to talk about people, but, well, I think that you should know that he's been asking me a lot of questions about Mrs. Brown.
You didn't tell him anything, did you?
It's none of his business, and besides, you asked me not to. But I just thought that you should know.
Thank you. Do you have a minute? I would like to explain certain things to you.
Yeah, but look, you don't have to explain anything to me.
No, I know I don't have to explain anything to you, but I feel you must have figured out certain things for yourself by now.
Well, I know that you were married to Councilman Ryan and that you were divorced.
Yeah, well, maybe you didn't know that I've loved Pat for a long time, and I'm always going to love Pat.
His brother.
Yeah, but I don't want you to think like that.
Look, I don't think anything, Delia.
Yeah, well, see, you must think that I'm an awful person. See, the whole time I was married to Frank, I was never unfaithful to him, not once. I mean, nothing ever happened between Patty and I. Pat is a very moral person. I mean, even when he loved me, he never let me know that he loved me. And we really cared so much about each other in high school, just when we were kids. And when we grew up, well, I guess the love just stayed the same. But Pat wanted to enter into medical school, and he didn't want the responsibility of being married to me.
Oh, that's always very hard.
Yeah, well, I figured Frank would be a lot like his brother. So one thing led to another, and then I was married to Frank.
I see.
Stupid. It's very stupid of me.
Our brothers are not usually alike, you know.
Yeah, you can say that again. It was an absolute disaster. Frank was a cop, and he went to law school at night. And I was home alone. And I was very young then and very impatient. I think I'm a lot more patient now. But I tried to do everything that I could to have a good home for him. I had a baby. And then Frank started staying out more, and then later, and then I found out that he was seeing another woman.
That must have really hurt.
Yeah, it hurt me, but it wasn't just his fault. Okay, I know I did a lot of wrong things.
I think when any marriage breaks up, the both people are usually at fault. But it's very honest of you to admit it.
Yeah. Well, after I got divorced from Frank, well, Pat and I have just loved each other for so
Look,
long.
you don't have to tell me this.
No, I know I don't have to tell you this. But I want to tell you this because you're a friend. See, Pat and I were together, and I got pregnant. But I was free, and well, he said he would marry me. I mean, we had it all planned.
Yeah, I know that. You told me that day you were in the hospital.
Yeah, when I lost the baby.
You didn't tell him.
No. No, I pretended it happened much later. After we were married.
I see.
No, I don't think you quite see. See, there was another girl involved in this, and she loved Pat very much, and she threw herself at him. See, I know he didn't love her at all, and they had an understanding. But that was before he found out about me and the baby.
Now, I understand why you were so upset in the hospital. He didn't suspect anything.
No. And the strange thing is, you were the one who helped me manage it. You kind of told me how I could pretend.
I did.
Yeah. Remember you got a call when you were at the OB clinic? Some woman called, and she said her sister-in-law was faking a miscarriage, and could she be caught?
Yeah. I remember. It was a very strange question. That was you.
Yeah. And you told me no one would be able to tell for 12 hours. So I waited 12 hours. And then I told everybody I had a miscarriage. Even the doctor didn't even know.
I didn't know.
Alicia, don't be so shocked. Okay, I admit that I was very desperate, but I love Pat very much. See, everything was so wonderful. And everything is still going so well that I don't want him to know. And you can't tell him my secret, please.
Look, I told you before. You asked me to keep a confidence, and I will.
Thank you. Oh, don't tell Bobby either, because he would really be so ashamed of me.
Bob, of course I wouldn't.
Good. You know, Bobby really likes you a lot.
He's a very nice man. And I like him, too.
Yeah. Somehow I just felt that would be happening. And I'm very, very glad to have you as a friend. I had to tell this to somebody. I've been to confession and I told the priest, but he thought I was pretty awful. You don't think I'm a bad person, do you?
What I think is that it is important in life not to judge what people do. I mean, you don't understand why they do it, and it's unfair. Look, you've been a very good friend to me, and that's what I remember.
You're super. You're super, and I'm very glad that we met. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell Roger to stop bothering you.
Now, look, that's up to you. I mean, if he does, I'm not going to say anything anyway. Look, I really have to get back to work.
Okay, well, thank you for everything, and I hope Angel is all right.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, you awake?
Sure. Almost, anyway. What can I do for you?
Well, there's a rumor going around that you are harboring a refugee from pediatrics here. A possible subdural?
Oh, right, Angel. He's 12, just under the line. He's a nice kid. He's playing ball with Bob in front of the bar. He missed a catch. The ball hit him right in the forehead.
Ooh, Bob must be beside himself.
He's pretty upset. Angel's sister, Alicia Nieves, is a paraprofessional up here. If it's all the same with pediatrics, I'd like to keep him on this floor. That way, Alicia can still work and keep an eye on him.
Oh, I don't see why not, if it's neurological. And I'm sure it's better for, what was the name?
Angel Nieves.
Oh, it's probably better for Angel to have a sister nearby. What about his parents?
She's it, his legal guardian.
Oh, I see. Have you confirmed the hematoma?
Not yet. I'm waiting on a brain scan. But there's some lateral weakness, and it's been having seizures.
Ooh. What about the blood count?
Normal. That's why I'm leaning toward the hematoma. Listen, would you take a look at him with me?
Sure. Sure, but why don't you finish your coffee first? You look like you need it.
I guess I do. How long is this gonna go on?
The schedule?
Yeah, residents and interns will be dropping like flies.
Yeah, it's rough. But I think it's tougher on you than anyone.
What makes you say that?
I know your situation at home makes more demands on you than the rest of us.
Look, Faith, it's...
She's going to have to let you get some sleep, Pat. She's going to have to learn what it means to be married to a doctor, especially to a resident.
This week has been out of the ordinary. I couldn't very well lie down and go to sleep while everybody else was out searching for little John.
I'm sorry. I know you had to join the search.
Part of the time. And then she needed me at home, too. Well, look, her son vanishes. She's not supposed to be scared half to death.
Pat, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start anything up. I'm just worried. As a friend and as a colleague.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. Anyway, there's a lot of, family stuff going on today, and then I'm planning to get some rest. I'm hoping to make it over to Ryan's christening this afternoon, if I can stay on my feet that long.
Listen, about the christening, is your family expecting Jack to be there?
I doubt it. He hadn't shown much interest. I don't even know if Mary's told him about
Well,
it.
he knows, somehow or the other.
You spoke to him?
Yeah, I saw him yesterday. I'm afraid I went after him about the christening, about his whole attitude toward being a father. I don't seem to be minding much of my own business these days, do I?
What did he say?
Well, he didn't say anything exactly, but I got the idea that he might show up and that it might not be too pleasant.
It's all Mary needs.
You don't think he'd make trouble, do you? Show up at the church roaring drunk or anything like that?
I don't know what to expect of Jack Finelli anymore. The guy is so mixed up.
Hi.
Hiya, Buck.
Doctor.
Hey.
Oh, your wife's waiting outside.
Oh, I didn't know it was that late. Well, she'll just have to wait. I want you to see Angel first.
Sure.
Hey, have you checked his field of vision?
Not yet.
I think you better. Something's not right there.
Sure, I'll do that. Thanks.
glad to see you're still here, Dee. I wanted to pay my respects, but I hesitated to interrupt you and your friend.
That's exactly what I want to talk to you about.
Ah, at last. I'm all ears.
Listen, that's quite enough, okay? Now, Alicia is a friend of mine. In fact, a very good friend.
How interesting. Your friendship must have really blossomed. Do you remember that day at Lem's? Why, you said you hardly even knew her.
Yeah, well, that was a very long time ago, and I really don't feel like I have to, explain this to you at all. Now, I don't want you to bother my friend with any of my private business, okay?
Oh, the strange case of the mysterious Mrs. Brown. Look, I only ask a few innocent questions.
Okay, now just cut it, all right? Now, I promise you, if you speak to me like this, I will never, ever speak to you again.
Now, you mustn't be alarmed, Mrs. Ryan. If you don't want me to speak to Alicia, I won't speak to her.
Okay, because I really feel like I deserve the right to my privacy.
Privacy. Now, that's another matter. I said I wouldn't speak to Alicia, but that doesn't mean I'm not curious about your little secret.
Secrets? Look, I don't have any secrets, especially not one that would interest you. You know, you're upsetting me because I really felt like I could trust you.
Delia, whatever gave you that idea? Oh, look, honey, don't be so alarmed. I'm only having some fun with you. Now, you can trust me. I swear it. I promise I'll keep my natural curiosity to myself.
Yeah, you better. Oh, honey, good. You're finally off duty.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait a few more minutes. Faith and I have to look at a patient.
Wait a minute, the two of you?
It's a pediatrics case, but a neurological problem.
Okay, that's all right then. I'll be here when you get out, okay?
Have a good day. Delia, you mustn't be alarmed. Now, I can assure you that's strictly a professional association.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. You see, I had that promised conversation with Faith. I plied her with some straight vodka and some caviar, and I gently led her into the subject.
What happened?
Just as I suspected. Her heart is pure. Her intentions are 100% honorable.
Oh, come on. You really think so?
You can count on it. Look, she's straightforward, honest as the day is long, right as rain.
In other words, she's very boring. But you see, what worries me is that she spends more time with Pat than I do, and I don't know how to keep him interested when he comes home and he falls right asleep.
That's his loss. Believe me, sweetheart. You can trust me. You don't have to worry about Faith or anything else.
I hope I can believe you.
Trust me, Dee. I'm the one who's really, really your friend. Dr. Carter. Dr. Carter, the material here is incomplete. Now, I'd appreciate it if you'd run down to X-ray and get this morning's pictures on Samuel Good.
Look, Roger, I would. I really would, but I'm pushed for time right now. I got this work up to do, and I'm trying to research the material.
Dr. Carter, that was a directive.
Okay, let's see how strong you are. Right hand. Harder. Can you push a little harder? Okay, I want to do a couple of eye tests now. Just look right at me. He's convulsing.
No te asustes, Ángel. Estamos aquí contigo. Te vamos a ayudar.
Don't fight it, Angel. Just relax. Alicia. We may have to take him to surgery this afternoon. Have to find out who's on duty.
I think it's Dr. Coleridge.
If it is, that's good. He's a damn fine surgeon.
Come on, Angel. Don't be afraid. You're in the best hospital in town. With a lot of pretty doctors, huh? My head hurts a lot. They're going to help that.
Patty, I wish you would hurry so we could go home.
Dee, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go home by yourself. I've
Yep.
got a kid here in bad shape.
Yeah, but if you don't go home, then you can't take a nap, and if you don't get any sleep, then we can't dance tonight, and we won't have any fun.
I may not even make it to the christening.
Wait a minute, that's Mary's baby.
Dee, cut it out. I got a patient here that I can't leave.
Well, can't you get someone else to take care of him? I mean, if you can't go, then I can't go. You know, I can't be with your family alone. You know how
I'm
they
not
treat
going to
me.
argue. If you don't want to go to the christening by yourself, then don't.
Patty,
I have to work. It's up to you.
Sonny may rule Port Charles, but his power can't stop a bullet aimed at his son. Revenge will always be a priority. Watch what or who blows up on today's new episode of General Hospital, tonight at 10 on SoapNet.